Yo, what's going on, everybody? Appreciate you guys checking in. Look, I went on yesterday. I did a little bit of a solo session, but I got my guys. I got Chris. Severe's going to be with us very shortly, but I got Chris rocking with me, man. I'm telling you, I appreciate everybody that did rock with us in the Raider War Room with my solo yesterday. But I need my guys. I need my guys to help me out and hold this thing down. But I will say,
you rocked it out. You had a couple drinks. It was good.
I did, and I had a little bit of fun. I had some fun, but man, I appreciate everybody that rocked out yesterday. But I appreciate everybody that's popping in. The chat's starting to roll through, guys. Again, let us know you're in here. We do a sub-only chat just to show our appreciation to all our subscribers. So we appreciate everybody that rocks with us. So, but Severe's gonna be with us in just a second. Don't you worry, he's gonna be here. But I definitely want to jump on here, kind of get my guys' take. And the thing is that I'm happy that we're kind of coming on here one more time because it gave me an opportunity. When I was watching the game yesterday, it was kind of lackluster. It just didn't feel like anything was really right. Like we're winning, but it just didn't feel right. And so I went back through today and I rewatched the game a couple times just to get a better feel for kind of what happened. And in my opinion, I have some pretty strong opinions just how this game played out based on kind of rewatching it. I want to get my opinion out there, but more importantly, I want to get Chris's opinion when Severe gets up in here in about the next 10, 15 minutes, man. We're going to talk to Severe as well. So I'm going to let the chat kind of roll through, guys. Make sure you guys say what's up in the chat so we can say what's up to you. We appreciate you guys. If you can,
hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up.
Absolutely. Double tap that screen. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit that sub button as well if you want to get included in the chat. But got to say what's up to my guy, man, Chris. How you feeling, man?
Good, man. I'm good. It's always good to get a victory. But yeah, it's definitely a lot to talk about. I'm not going to rain on no parade or anything. It was good to get a dub. A couple weeks ago, I was saying that we may not win until like week 17 or something. But no, it was good to get a win, man. I think we needed it. The locker room needed it. As a fan base, we needed it. The war room, we needed it. So, so it was good, man. So, but we'll definitely dig into it though for sure. God, I don't want no unrealistic expectations. We are still the Raiders. Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah, no, 100%. And again, giving me the opportunity today to kind of rewatch that game a couple times and really get just a better opinion about just how it played out. I think is just gonna make for just us being able to kind of throw our opinions out there, both offensively and defensively. We're gonna talk winners and losers, and at the very end, we're gonna talk a little bit about just our expectations kind of going into this Kansas City game if we have that time. But if you guys don't know, we also break down game film. So we're going to break down game film on Wednesday as well and rock out with that. Obviously, a lot to talk about on the defensive side. The defense did flash, looked very good. Chris, your boy, Devin White, definitely looked good in that game.
Get Severe up in here, man. Get Severe up in here.
Chris is just waiting for Severe.
Boy. He had a bad game last week, but he bounced back.
Chris got that 8.6% beer to his left, man. He's ready.
Telling you, check it out. Southern Tier, man.
Is it the same one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Oh yeah, Chris is getting ready, people. You guys better watch out. But yeah, Severe's gonna be popping in. But again, at the end of the day, there's definitely stuff that you can take from this game when breaking down game film. We're gonna show a lot, but at the same time, offense continued to kind of have the struggles, but again, ultimately, we're going to break this thing down. But let me say what's up to the chat. Appreciate everybody rocking in here. Again, if you want to get included in the chat, hit that sub button because we do a sub-only chat, just a way of showing our appreciation to all of our subscribers. So, Bob Bear in the building, first one in here. What's going on, man? Let's go. Raiders 100%. Taddy, what's happening? Appreciate you. Nabman, what is good, man? Appreciate you. Yeah, Devin White was on crack. Yes, he was. He was all over the place. We'll talk about it.
He was on.
Emily. Okay, I watched the replay. I'm telling you, I think Emily was the first one in the building yesterday.
I like Emily. Emily keeps it real. She keeps it real.
She does, without question. She says, okay, I watched the replay of the game. A win is a win, but that offensive line and Geno still sucks. Keeping it real. We're going to talk about it. LS.
Why?
What's happening?
Building. So be on your best behavior.
Yeah, and I gotta make sure that chat. I don't read nothing
about LS though. He had a couple nice parlays, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Did he?
Yeah, he hit a couple nice ones, man. Doing his thing over there. I'm proud. Proud of my son.
LS trying to dethrone the king over here, the king of parlays.
It's all good though. LS doing his thing.
Hey, but if you win, man, more shout out to you, man. Parlays aren't easy. Aren't easy unless you Chris. What up, Sacktown? What's going on, brother? Appreciate you. Raider for life from the building. Gino is not it. We're gonna talk about it. Angelo in the building. This whole 6-7 stuff. I started hearing my kids say that, and I have no clue what the hell it is, what it means, none of that. So,
yeah, I don't know.
Shit, you rocking out, but
apparently, old, bro. I'm old. I don't know,
bro. I was called old by my kids because I'm still on Facebook. And I'm just on Facebook for this YouTube stuff, right? But like marketplace and keeping in touch with like family. But because I'm on it, I'm getting called old.
No, I get called old because I'm on Facebook by Rundown. Actually, Rundown and Severe.
It's because Rundown's AI, man. Anything past AI, that's old school. Man, what up, Alec M? What's going on, man? I appreciate you popping in. Ja Raider in the building as well. We're Cook Sunday, Rice Hollywood Worthy. We'll be on the same field, yeah. Rashid Rice comes back. It's gonna be interesting. But we're gonna try to tap into that a little bit later. Now, I mean, there's a couple guys that stood on defense. We're gonna talk about it. There sure was. Anyway, what's happening? Appreciate you popping in. John Thompson in the building as well. The Titans thought the Raiders were gonna be easy. Easy work. In fact, so bad the Titans fired their head coach. I know. Callahan.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Booted.
That's nasty. When the Raiders make you fire your coach
this early in the season,
it's nasty work, bro.
Booted. Raiderman 81. What's going on? I expect the usual one to three picks of Gino. He definitely threw one. That's for sure. LS, don't be afraid to explore those membership options across the channel, man. I appreciate you throwing it out there. I appreciate you being a channel member, man. Make sure you guys want to. All of us. When Severe gets in here, he drops some memberships as well. If you guys want to support the channels, be a part of the fam, man, get included. Just another way to support the channels. We definitely appreciate you, LS, man. Always. DK, what is happening, man? A W is a W, but that was ugly. I know. Can't wait to get Brock back. Well, maybe try to talk about the end too. We'll definitely try to talk about that as well. What up, Dre? What's happening, man? Appreciate you. Raider Hawaii in the building. Always good seeing you. What up, Jeff? Let's see. Kevin Lurker. What's happening, man? Jeff, yay. We won. Big deal. We beat a team we should have. Good for you. Golf clap started. Hey, keeping it real. Accelerator, what's going on, man?
Jeff ain't lying.
No. RSA management. This ass. Okay. Don't know what that means, but appreciate you popping in here. Here's the thing is, if you guys are new to the chat, if you do hit that sub button for the first time, hit that hashtag new one, just letting us know that you are new to just the chat, and we could just show our appreciation. So Alfredo in the building as well, man. Everybody is starting to roll in here. Herman, what's happening, man? What is going on? ASAP in the building as well. All right, and Jack, what's going on? CB had to follow it up with the 6-7, man. I don't even know what the hell that means. But you had to follow it up.
Old, bro. We're old.
I know, man. My 9-year-old saying it. I don't know what the hell it means. And they say it like it means something. It's wild. God damn it, Dixon. I appreciate you popping in here. Of course. See, Dixon, LS in here. Now I'm censoring the chat without question. So Severe is going to pop in here with us in just a moment. He's running a little bit behind, but we're going to rock out. And Emily, Raiders forced me to say a new one all the time. I know. They kick us. They push us away, and then somehow they reel us back with a random ass win, right? So we'll be all right. We will be all right. All right, so let's do this. I did a lot of talking yesterday, but again, I have kind of a more of an opinion on this game. But I'm gonna let my guys kind of do a lot of the talking, kind of get their feedback in here. But let's talk about the defense first. All right, defense really was the reason why we won this football game. And so, chat, let us know what are your biggest things that you took away from the defense yesterday. Hit that hashtag Raiders if you can. I'll try to bring it up. If you have a question or even a comment based on what Chris is saying, or when I pop in and try to get a little bit of time in, let us know. But Chris, let's break down that defense. What were your thoughts? How do you think they did? Definitely the reason why we won the game yesterday.
Well, first I got to say, my boy is all over the place. He was a madman. My boy Devin was, I don't know if he just watched the film of the week before where he was getting toasted, But my man he was all over the field, man. You know, just causing havoc, flying to the ball, just good pursuit angles. I mean, just you know, you just kept hearing his name, man, and it was and you could tell it was contagious. You know, you start seeing Landon, you start seeing, you know, Jamal, like they all was just swarming to the ball. So I really love seeing that. Max was all over the place. You know, I actually think that Snowden played pretty well. You know, Snowden popped off. Jonah had some huge plays.
Huge plays.
Yeah, and then I even liked what's his name? Shit, how come I can't think of his name? Jeremy Chin. Jeremy Chin was playing very like physical. You know, I think he brought a
wide receiver screen that they tried to pull earlier in the game. He just blasted through the lead blocker. Yeah. 100%.
And like, you know, like stuff like that sets the tone, man. So, you know, they really went after it, man. So overall, I like what I saw. There was a couple things, you know, towards the end, you know, they gave up a few things, but overall, man, that offensive line could not stop them dudes up front. I mean, they were killing my boy Cam. So, you know, shout out to the D, man. We needed to see that. You know, they didn't have too many weapons on the other side, especially once Ridley got hurt. So, I mean, we didn't beat a good team, you know, so let's just keep it there. But it's the NFL. It's hard to get a win, and I'll take it.
Yeah, 100%. And let's talk about we're going to talk about the D-line, man, because I took a ton of notes on the D-line, kind of rewatching the game. So I kind of got my takes on that. But before I get on that, and then Chris, I definitely want your feedback on just kind of some of my takes on the D-line. But Bueno, what's going on, man? Appreciate you. Kevin Lurk or Daniel Kim in the building as well. What is happening? Nah, man, I'll send you the IG about 6'7". Okay, I appreciate it. Maybe depending on what it's supposed to be.
Nab, you older than us. How you know?
I know. That's wild. That's wild, man. Because Nab man's hip. That's why. Nab man's still hip to the game.
He ain't cool enough?
Yeah, he's still hip to the game.
I know I ain't cool. I'm drinking pumpkin beer, bro. I live in the Midwest.
And I'm drinking water. I'm drinking water.
Sure you are.
I'll be real with you. I am. Don't call me out. I got the fridge underneath. What up, ASAP? What's going on? Frank Perez in the building. What's happening, man? Appreciate you rocking. What up, Nutty? Raider Nate. What is going on, brother?
Building. Salute to Nate, man. Cool dude.
Taddy rocking the hashtag Raiders. The defense played discipline. We haven't seen that since week 1. They played well. Cannot take it away.
You did.
Herman, you're saying I appreciate the win. That team just beat the Cardinals, and their defense isn't that bad. Raiders showed improvement to me despite missing key pieces. Yeah, and you know, they beat the Cardinals, but man, I do think it was more of the Cardinals beat themselves. That was nasty work at the end of that game. Cardinals just
I don't even want to talk about that game.
Bro, that running back that dropped it, like how do you still drop the ball at the goal line in 2025?
Yeah.
He lost me my fantasy for the week. Like that pissed me off. And so all right, cool. Just all right. But here's the thing. Let's talk about the defensive line. And we could I think that a lot of the success, and I'm not going to take away anything from any of the players, okay? I think Tyree had probably the best game he's ever had in his career this game. Yeah. He was actually fighting off blocks. He was working down the line of scrimmage. He had that fumble after the Devin White strip sack, fumble recovery.
I think he had a second move one or two plays.
You know, he looked like he was actually trying to rip through some guys. I was like, whoa, wait a second.
He had a plan B. Yeah, okay.
He did. And so, you know, that was my biggest thing was you watch Tyree, you know, he was working his way down the line of scrimmage, fighting off of blocks. I do think this was probably his best game ever in his career, to be real with you. But you had Jonah Laulu. Not only did he have multiple sacks, he was working down the line of scrimmage. There was a screenplay to a receiver on the sideline. He hustled his ass down the line of scrimmage and made the tackle. He was actually the guy that hit Cam Miller's hand that popped it up in the air, and Devin White picked it off. Jonah Laulu was the one that actually got his hand on Cam Miller and tipped that ball up. So it's like Laulu had hit a day.
He was all over the place. All over the place.
Yeah. Leaky Fotu.
Yeah, he had a sack. Yeah, he had a huge play.
And he had the sack. He had the pressure on Cam when he tried to bat the ball and dropped it by himself. But Leaky Fotu was there with the pressure. And so you just look across the board. Max had 2 sacks, so he had a multi-sack game. One of my keys to victory was Max and Malcolm Kuntz. Now, Malcolm Kuntz wasn't really to be found, which was tough. But one of my keys to victory was Malcolm Kuntz and Max had to have a field day because their left tackle was coming off an injury. So he was, he was trying to get his feet back underneath him. Then they had to take J.C. Latham and move him from left tackle to right.
Yeah.
And so I felt like, and that interior offensive line was bad. I mean,
Cam had no chance. He had no chance.
No chance. Like the sack on Leaky Fotu, or the sack that Leaky Fotu had. I think it was the center guard. Yeah, they let him go. And then they went and looked at him when Leaky Fotu got the snack, and both of them are just pointing at each other like, what the hell? And I'm just like, bro, like, I didn't know. I thought we had the worst offensive line in the National Football League. Like, they were bad. So I don't want to take anything away from the defensive line, but let's just hope we can repeat a little bit of those performances, because that offensive line was so bad that I think that defense, it's almost like, as a football player, when you have the upper hand on somebody, it almost just elevates your game a little bit. I think this defensive line, just right from the get-go, kind of knew that they were going to eat this game. And they were firing on all cylinders. I mean, for every single damn near one. Adam Butler had an okay game. I wanted to see him just produce a little bit more, but he was getting double-teamed like crazy all game long. But he was involved in some tackles. So, but I think that entire interior defensive line and the edge rushers were just like, holy shit, I'm gonna beat my man every single play. And you could just tell they played with a shit ton of confidence. So shots of them just coming up to play because we needed it. We needed it without question. And so, okay. More of the 6'7" references. Okay. My bad. I don't know. Like, see, Daniel Kibb getting in on it. We're boomers, man. 6'7" is a number we're close to celebrating as a birthday. I mean, I'm closer to 6'7" than the other way. So yes, without question. God, everybody's responding to it. Okay. I Googled the 6'7" thing. I still don't get it. It's wild. It's wild.
Hey, all I remember is star 67 on the phone, man.
Right?
I remember that. Yeah.
Right? Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Jesus Christ, man. Let's see. Dixon, you say we won't see another Tyree performance until next year. Probably not, because I do think it was more about this offensive line was just horrible. But I'm going to give him his flowers. We also saw one, flash last week. But man. Oh, wait. Tyree at D tackle? Shit, how long have we all been saying that shit, Chris? He flashed. I'm going to break it down. We're definitely going to break it down. What up, Larry?
He did.
Severe, I see you, man. I'm going to bring you in just a second. Larry, should have won. Great walk-off win at home. Happy weekend completed. What's up, fellas? What's going on, Larry? I appreciate you. Alice Kappa getting the red zone target gives me faith I can still be an NFL athlete at 35 years old in Australia. We're going to talk about that when we get the opposite side of the ball. Without question. Kevin Lurker-Coombs is playing hard. He's just not getting it done. Yeah, it's tough. Teddy with the hashtag Raiders. We might have dodged a bullet not having the first pick and then taking Cam. I think it's just a work in progress, right? Rookie mistakes.
He'll be all right. He has no help out there. Like I said, especially once Ridley got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing.
And that was actually a point I wanted to bring up. But Bill Bailey, that's a great beer. He knows what you got going on over there.
Oh, the Southern Tier? That's what I'm talking about, Bill. That's what I'm talking about. Southern Tier. Good stuff, man.
We're going to bring somebody in, but SoCal, man, I appreciate you. What's happening? What up, Assassin's Creed? What is going on? Let me bring Severe in here. Bring this guy to the stage. Let me get it straight.
Southern Tier
in the building.
Southern Tier. That sounds like some. Sounds. The South shall rise again.
hey, I'm tired of y'all. Hey, that's what we do in the Midwest, man. We drink craft beer, bro. Leave me alone.
Yeah, man. Y'all drink.
Severe, don't come in here all of a sudden just talking shit. Look at what Severe does,
He messed the whole vibe up, man.
My God.
Alone, bro.
Oh, man.
Damn.
So, hey, everybody, make sure you guys say what's up to Severe. You guys know now the Raider War Room is complete.
Just changing the vibe.
you guys suffered through me yesterday, but we definitely want to jump on here again.
Drinking these Confederate beers, man. No, that's not my fault. You don't blame me. Drinking General Lee Hennessy.
I'm telling you. God damn it. See what Severe does? Now we're trying to keep it serious, talk about football, talk about the win. Man. This is what Severe brings to the goddamn table. But again, guys, the war room is complete. We appreciate you. You got the Severe Raider over here, man. We're going to get his take. You guys suffered through me yesterday, but we're complete. We're going to get these guys' takes. We just talked a little bit about the defense, but we start off with the interior, really that front four. So, guys, chat, make sure you guys double tap that screen. We appreciate everybody rocking with us. Head over to Severe Raider, head over to Chris Protection Podcast. I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk, Raider Nation, man. Get over to the channels, double tap that screen, have a little bit of fun. Chris just flashing that 8.6 again. That's what he just put in your face. So, Severe, man, give us your take on the front four, the defensive linemen, just kind of how they did. That's kind of how we're kicking this thing off.
Max played well. Max played really well. Adam Butler was double team. Like, I ain't got through all 22, but damn near every play they double teaming this man. I'm like, does he got to play where he's not double teamed? And by virtue of him getting so much attention, they were trying to chip Max. Usually, they were trying to chip Max either with a back or a tight end, so that allowed Max a little bit more freedom to do his thing, and obviously that allowed Jonah and Licky, to both get sacked. So Adam Butler he's a force in the middle, man. He's not putting necessarily the numbers on the stat sheet, but his contributions, it's like if we didn't have him in the middle of his defensive line, that it would make things much tougher for Max. It make things much tougher for the other guys next to him as well. Kuntz, man, it's still a work in progress. It's not. It's like it's like. I don't know if you've seen Original Kings of Comedy when he's talking about Luther Vandross curl. Like curl just won't. And that's Kuntz right now, man. It's like you see it, a little bit, but it's just not there yet. So he playing himself into shape. So I think being off basically all last year, not really doing team exercises. A lot of this year, I think he's still rounding in the form. We all know usually that the ACL usually takes a year anyway to really be back to your normal self. So he's not even through that, after the recovery phase. So, but I think he'll round in the form. The effort is there. It's just it's his mind tells him that he can do things that his body just can't do yet.
And if you watch the game film,
just saying, that's why I'm drinking this beer. But my bad, go ahead.
It's because you're still in vacation mode. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. I agree with you. If you actually go and really pay attention to Malcolm Kuntz, it's like his get off the line of scrimmage is still very hesitant. It's weird. It's like he's not getting off the ball with the quickness that we saw, back in 2023 and what we kind of expect out of him. So it's definitely tough to kind of watch.
Or that dip, like he ain't got that dip that he usually. That's like his signature move.
And got it. We saw some flashes against the Commanders. You know what I'm saying? Like I showed a couple clips where it's like, man, that quickness is back a little bit, and then it just kind of looks like it regressed. But also, he's not getting just consistent playing time. If you looked at the start of the game, the Titans came out in double tight end sets. They came in heavy sets, and they basically pulled Malcolm Kuntz, and they started Snowden because they needed just some bigger bodies on that line of scrimmage. And so I think that they're starting to rotate him, and he's just not being able to kind of get in a groove, which is tough.
He's linebacker now, so that's why.
Him and Snowden and
don't get me started, bro.
Chris has got to get at least one of those 8.6s in him.
I'm done, man. I'm done. That was my last one.
Here we go.
And they only come in a 4-pack, man.
Are you finished?
Yeah.
Emancipation Proclamation has been signed.
Oh, man. Man, it wasn't the blitz involved in nearly half the defensive plays for us. Pretty damn aggressive, in my opinion. Yeah, they did bring the pressure early. And I think that's the perfect recipe when you have just a young quarterback, right? Bring pressure, and they didn't have they don't have a lot of weapons, And before we we get into that topic of weapons on the Tennessee side, I want to throw it back to Chris because we want to talk about his guy. But you got SoCal. Let's see. Accelerator, you're already putting a 97-10 Chiefs, man. That is wild. Assassin's Creed.
Is that penalty yardage against it?
Assassin's Creed, you okay with the dub? I ain't holding my breath. I don't think none of us are. What up, Cool Kev? What's going on, man? I appreciate you rocking here with us. LS, we're going to talk about this kid in just a second, man. I'll bring that up. But I appreciate it. I'm gonna roll down the chat and say what's up to everybody. But again, if you guys can, hit that hashtag Raiders if you have a question or comment to just what we're talking about, catches my, and I'll try to bring that up. So let's jump over to, we talked about the front four. Let's talk about the linebackers. And Chris, I'm waiting for Coach to get in here because we had a Tommy Ami sighting. We'll talk about that for a second. But I'm waiting for Coach to throw a little comment out there. But man, Chris, your boy Devin White did a damn good job, man. How'd you like those linebackers? How'd you like that linebacker play?
Like I said, I liked them, man. Like I said, they were all over the field. I mean, and they were attacking. Like I think, for one, I think that's where they're their best. Because we did lose our best coverage linebacker, but they was coming downhill. They was, getting after it. I loved it. So I like what I saw overall. And again, I know it's not going to work playing against the Chiefs. You can't be that aggressive, against them. But for the game plan against a young quarterback, a bad offensive line with no receivers, I think we did exactly what we had to do. So salute.
It's real quick for me. It's going to be interesting to see just how much Devin White can keep this up, because if you do, and I'm not trying to throw any, negativity out there, but, on the sack, I think it was more of just a screw up of that offensive line. He came in free. So it was just a free shot to that quarterback. And then the interception, it was popped up in the air. So it kind of just fell into his lap. And so what I just want to see out of Devin White is he's got to stop just overrunning plays. I mean, I think he had 9 tackles in the game. He could have had damn near 16 tackles. But he just kind of overran a lot of plays. And so I definitely want to see him just kind of break down a little bit more and solidify some of those tackles. But overall, he was all over the place. Even if he missed the tackle, he was still there. He was still in position. Against Kansas City, we got to capitalize on every opportunity. But, man, he was flying all over the place without question. Severe, man, your thoughts on the linebacker, but I first want to point this out. And I'm going to bring up LS's comment because, Severe, you were actually the guy that put me on to Oladejo. Because he's a UCLA guy. Yeah. And we were talking, and I think you first mentioned him when we were doing mock drafts, and then I started kind of doing my little research, and I started just paying more attention to him because his name popped up a little bit, and I was like, oh, shit, no, yeah, this kid is nice. Yeah. This kid's actually – he looks pretty damn good. And so LS says it. You know who's real nice? Femi Oladejo. But – what's your thoughts, man? Linebackers, how do you think they did? Who popped out at you? Break it down for us.
Yeah, obviously, Devin White, he had the game of a lifetime. It was kind of one of
not a lifetime. He just doing what he do. You know what I'm saying? Do what he, everybody who drafted him thought he would do. The
game of a lifetime. Okay.
Chris ain't surprised.
Mr. Captain of a Super Bowl team, he's doing what he do, man.
Just doing what I. Who's that? That's somebody that's just doing what I do. Somebody that's somebody. That's a comedian. I can't remember. But yeah, man. Obviously, Devin White. He had a great game. The Raiders were, Patrick Graham. I don't know if it was petecarroll letting Patrick Graham finally do his thing, because we were doing like a lot of double mug, a lot of simulated pressure where. We show blitz and then we drop out of it. Sometimes we show it and then, we send some guys. So I think that was really not only messing with Cam, but it was messing with the offensive line as well. They're blocking assignments. That's part of the reason why I think Devin White was able to get free. So, obviously, Devin White, I don't want to call it a Tyree special.
Nah, stop.
I don't want to call it a Tyree special.
Stop. I'm stopping you right there. I'm stopping you right there. Do not.
Look. Look,
we ain't doing that.
He came free on the blitz, untouched. Sack, forced fumble. Hey, I love it. The interception was a fly ball. That like all he had to do was
Hey
just
man,
run under.
hey, that's what.
He didn't make a play.
How
He
many
didn't jump.
interceptions? How many interceptions did Ed Reed get? With they just hit balls, man. I mean,
Ed
that's
Reed,
how
I
it
seen
is. You gotta be
Ed
there.
Reed was out there
You
ball
gotta be
hawking.
there.
Ed
Yeah,
Reed was out there. Ed Reed was out there doing every quarterback like Bayard was doing Geno Smith. He had a Geno Smith every week. But look, hey.
I tried to say it nicely. But here's Severe.
Oh, he's a hater. I don't know why. He don't like his hairline. He don't like White's hairline.
They had a picture.
Something needs to be worked on.
Don't like him, man.
They had a picture. He's like in stretches pregame, and all you see is his face, and that hairline is just staring dead at you. It's just, you can't ignore it. But I'm happy to see Devin. Look, at the end of the day, he is one of the more athletic linebackers. He's the most athletic linebacker on our team by far. It's not even close. But he's one of the more athletic linebackers in the league. You get a guy like that, you get him coming downhill, able to just run and tackle, and not have to worry so much about being in coverage quite as much. He was making plays downhill. He missed some tackles. He missed some tackles too. But look, that's to be expected. As long as he's aggressive, that's what you want out of Devin White. Landon Roberts was solid as always. I didn't really see too much that I remember from Jamal Adams. We were so unconcerned with the Titans offense. We were literally like y'all can't do any. We put Tommy Eichenberg in the game. He got 12 defensive snaps. We were so unworried, unbothered by anybody that had on that side of the field. It was like, oh, Tommy, hey, you've been playing hard on special teams, bro. Go ahead, get out there. Go ahead and get that. And he got in. I think he got in on a tackle or two. So hey, you know what? Linebackers did well. If Tommy Eichenberg is getting run, man, that it's like a blowout.
Oh shit! Where's Coach at now? Where's Coach at? I'm not even down there in the comments. So if he pops up, chat, let me know. We know Coach has something to say about that. What up, Mopar? What's going on? We're going to talk about the offensive side in just a second. Brim Blood, what's happening in the building? Man, you're talking about. Hey, I wouldn't get our hopes up with Tyree, but because he has played in the interior quite a bit. But I'm gonna give him his flowers. I think he had a very good game.
It is like
so.
Yeah, so I ain't taking nothing away from him. What up, Daniel? What's going on? GeoMex in the building as well. What is happening? Raider Travis. What's good?
Travis in the building.
UEP, what's going on, man? Space Beast. What it is, man. And Jack, I see you, man. So let's talk about the defensive backs. And then we'll jump to the offensive side. We'll do some winners and losers in the end, and we might be able to recap this Chiefs game coming up. And kind of talk about that. But let's talk about the defensive backs. Obviously, Kai Blue Kelly got in there. We thought, was it going to be Darren Porter? Obviously, how Kai Blue Kelly looked last week. They did have that one passing touchdown, which, look, last week, it was kind of questioned whether or not Isaiah Paul-Mal, it was his fault. We let Daniel Jones get out of the pocket. It changes the throwing angle. It's tough, right? That one was on Isaiah Paul-Mal, unfortunately, later in the game. But one thing that I will say, we could talk about it, and Severe, I'll throw it to you first this time, just talk about the defensive backs, is, man, I would say, like, it could have been a different game if Calvin Ridley played that entire game. Him going down, I think, definitely slowed their momentum, and if Calvin Ridley continued to play that game, it might have been
all they got. Yeah.
All they got. It might have been a tighter game, and so I have a couple more things to talk about that, but I want to shoot over to my guys, man. Severe, what's your thoughts on the defensive backs and just kind of how they performed overall, and did you like the personnel? Did you want to see a little more Darren Porter? In chat, let me know. Hit that hashtag Raiders. What your thoughts are on the defensive backs? But Severe, man, what's your thoughts?
I definitely want to see more Darren Porter. I mean, at this point, what's the point? I mean, I don't really see the point in really seeing a lot of Kai Blue Kelly or Eric Stokes if you don't feel either one of those guys on your long-term plans. Just take one of them. Take one of them out. Well, whatever one you think is going to be here. Keep that guy in here and put Darren Porter out here. Let that man get some rest, especially a game like this, bro. Like this is the weakest set of weapons we're going to face all year.
Right.
This is the game.
This is the one you put him in.
And the way we were rushing the passer, the way we were rushing the passer is, this is the game to let him get in there, get some confidence. Especially he played well. Well, he didn't get any targets, but he played well down the stretch of the Colts game. So like let him get out there, let him get his feet a little more wet, right? He kind of dipped his toes in Indy, and now go ahead, let him get some real game time, some real action. And like they failed to do so. I mean, like I said, it's hard to judge the secondary just because, first of all, our pass rush was so good, and then their weapons are just like I couldn't name. I couldn't name. Tyler Lockett is 85 years old. Like Kelvin Ridley got hurt. What was the other guy? The Dike kid. Like he's not a real receiver. I know he's a later round pick. He's more of a return guy. So like they don't really have any real weapons over there that I'm worried about. So it's like secondary didn't give up too much, but like this game. But look, this game it's weird because the scoreboard doesn't reflect how much better we played than them, but it also doesn't reflect how close the game actually was. Because if they don't fumble and if they don't get that pick, because that fumble, that's an easy 7 for us. That's a 7 points off the board right there. And then that interception, they were in field goal range driving, so that's an additional 3 points. You take that's a damn near a 10-point switch right there. So and how much did we win by? Barely. So we barely eking that game out. So I think there's a lot of stuff we need to tighten up, especially offensively. But in this game, I think the secondary that they played better than the competition. What the competition was, JV level.
Yeah, no, I agree. Chewy, what's going on, brother? I appreciate you.
Diablo just sacked Josh Allen, huh? Oh my god! Oh wow! Wow! There's another linebacker we let go for nothing, huh? Oh
wow. LS man. We'll talk about Jack Besh. We'll definitely come back to it.
His lineup was too good. That's what it was. I'm trying to think. What does Jamal Adams' hair look like? Jamal Pratt is bald, so that's he couldn't have Jamal. Couldn't have Jermaine Pratt is bald. Couldn't have him here because you can't judge his hairline. Diablo hairline is fine, so you can't have him here. Tom Yackenberg, one of the worst hairlines I've ever seen in my life. Devin White, we've all seen his hairline. What is the Landon Roberts hair like? I'm doing some research.
Get ready for Wednesday. Sever's gonna prepare with some receipts.
Y'all watch it all 22. I'm looking at the barber chart that they got.
LS, you know what? I'm gonna start that. We're gonna try to talk about Jack Besh. I haven't gone through the all 22 yet, so it's hard to know exactly just how Jack Besh looked downfield, because I think Gino's average yards through the air at the catch was like 2.7 yards on average. Like it was wild. I mean, we just did not throw the ball downfield, so it was hard to see. Was he open downfield? Were there open receivers? Were there opportunities? I'm not sure.
Did Thornton get in at all? I don't even feel like I saw him at all.
He played snaps. I forgot how many. I was looking at the snap counts. He played snaps. Tyree actually jumped a lot in snap count because he hadn't played more than like 35% of the snaps all year. He played like more than half the snaps this game. Jack Besh got the bulk of the reps at wide receiver. I think the two guys with the most snaps were Trey Tucker and Michael Mayer, followed closely by Jacoby.
Makes sense.
So, yeah, it's hard for me to fully know what was going on with Jack Besh without breaking down the all 22. But here's my thing, LS. I'm going to start going through the game film tonight, all basically tomorrow night, and then on Wednesday, I'll get a better feeling as to why we just didn't either go after Jack Besh. Was he open? Again, it's hard to see all the downfield work from the angle that you see during the game. So I'll try to definitely pay attention to that, man, and I'll give you my feedback on Wednesday. Without question, because I don't have much feedback. You got let's see, Severe. Were you able to see Jack Besh at all? If he was open or downfield?
I don't. Not from what I recall. To be honest with you, not from what I recall.
Chris.
Yeah, I did. To be honest, I didn't focus on him too much. But yeah, there was. I didn't necessarily see him get any separation. To be quite honest, but again, I didn't focus too much on him. I always assume he's not open. So
I'm going to break down the all 22 and LS, man. I'll definitely give you just really my full kind of opinion on that once I break down the all 22 on Wednesday, man. And so Space Beast, what's going on, man? Super Omnicron in the building as well. Appreciate y'all, man. Hey, If you guys can, double tap that screen, but also hit that sub button if you guys want to get included in the chat. Just something that we do to show our appreciation to all of our subscribers. Das Kina, our Dolphins going to win it all this year. I'm putting money on it. Just throw it out there.
If they get the ball to Waller, if they get the ball to Wall Street.
Ooh, look at Waller. Look at Waller, what he's doing.
A walking touchdown, baby.
Yeah, what up, Joe? What up, Joe? What's going on?
I'm rooting for Waller.
Yeah.
Are you, though? Are you?
I am, man. I had Waller on my fantasy team, man. And unfortunately, before he had his breakout performance, I was eliminated. So, hey, I was not able to reap the benefits of his performance.
Let's go. We're going to jump to the offensive side. And this is where, honestly, it gets wild with the offensive side. There are some questions or some people throwing out there. What up, LA Raider? What's going on, brother? Appreciate you. I think it's up there. What's going on, man? He's saying Penix looking good. I don't have the game on, man. I should put the game on, but I'm trying to pay attention to you guys. All right. Let's see. Dre. Kyle Blue Kelly needs to sit his ass down, put Porter in the game. Man, I think that's what Severe's saying. In games like this, yeah, man, especially the performance that he had last week. And to kind of top it off, a bunch of those corner routes came on top of Kyle Blue Kelly. Van Jefferson he ran probably 3 or 4 corner routes in the game, and they just fit it in the pocket. They fit it right basically on top of Kyle Blue Kelly underneath the safety. And they just kept going to it. They went to it about 3 separate times. And Kai Blue, again, it's more about the coverage. He's got to sit in that cover too. But a lot of times, you got to be able to get depth if no one is in your flat coverage. And so they kept going to his side, and they just kept hitting him with that combination route. So again, we'll kind of see just kind of how it works out. Space Beast, you say, give me DCAM. Anyone else? It's going to be tough.
Better, man.
I know. Let's see. All right, Nadman, you're already jumping over that. Keys to get to Mahomes' face early and often. We'll talk about that at the tail end. Let's see. Just want to make sure. What up, Jerome? What's going on? Our free safeties need to go. Oh, God. I see you, Coach. I see Coach is in the building now. We'll see when he got in here. But safeties are tough, man. Paul Lamau, yeah, that touchdown was on him, unfortunately. You know, he's man-to-man. He actually had help on the outside of him. And so you got to take away the inside. I think Kai Blue was the corner to that side. If you know you have corner help, there's no reason why that tight end gets inside leverage on Paul Lamau and be able to get across his face and get across the end zone. He had his corner sitting on the outside of him. That you got to understand where your help is or where your leverage needs to be. And for Paul Lamau to let him cross his face again, I want to look a little bit deeper on that all 22. But to me, it felt like Isaiah Paul Lamau just played it completely wrong. So do we need a little bit of safety help? Maybe we do. What up, Coach? What is going on? So cool. Talked about defense. Let's jump to the offensive side. I got a lot of points that I kind of want to make, but Chris, let's throw it to you first, man. In chat, let me know what your thoughts on the offense. What you like about the offense, what you didn't like. Hit that hashtag Raiders if you can. It catches my eye. It allows me to just kind of see it. We got over 150 in the building right now. It just allows me to kind of catches my eye when I go through the chat. So, Chris, overall thoughts on the offense. We put up 20 points. Genty had a decent day. 74 yards on the ground. Had 2 catches. So, what's your overall thoughts, man, of the offense?
Yeah, probably the biggest thing is, I think we had the perfect play for Sweet Feet Thayer Mumford. If we could have had him on the field,
you're gonna bring that play up right from the box. I like it.
I have to. Instead of throwing it to Alex Sloppy Joe Kappa, if we would have had Sweet Feet in there, he was going to moss somebody. But but overall, the offense looked. I mean, they didn't look good to me. Still, they did enough to move the ball. Genty looked pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Genty looked good. Geno still look a little off. It's like he's not comfortable making those decisions. So, holds the ball a little bit too long, throws it late, stuff like that. and in wide receiver, no one really stood out. Michael Mayer played well. I've always been a critic of him. So
a critic
of him. I just want him to do better.
Critic.
And look, I'm
very kind words.
Finish up my tequila.
Oh, there it is. There, yes, he's still in vacation mode. I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
It is. And salute to Stray Bullets or whatever his name is. Talking about my calorie intake. Salute to you though, bro. Cheers on a Monday. But yeah, I love it. Yeah, but like I said, I think overall, what we showed yesterday is not gonna be enough. Not gonna be enough on Sunday, and it's not gonna be enough going forward. So Chip Kelly's gonna have to figure it out. Our offensive line, they're gonna have to figure it out. Gino's gonna have to figure it out because we won, but I'm still not satisfied with what I saw.
Yeah, I'm with you again. 20 points, but again, I got a lot of takes as well on this. But Severe, I'm gonna get to you in just a second. Frank, what's going on, brother? Loon, what's happening, man? Good linking up with you yesterday. Saw Loon at the tailgate. Chilled out with him for a minute, man. Appreciate you rocking here with us. I'm SoCal. Not sure if I said what's up to you, man. Appreciate you rolling. Taddy, the Waller comeback is great. Yeah, no time to record songs. Yeah, maybe more. He prioritized his time a little bit better with Miami over there.
Support them album, man. Wall Street in the store near you, man.
Is that even a new album? That's like the 5-year ago album. He's telling people to buy a PlayStation 4.
So, LS, he says, does Dallas Kappa have fingers? Sure would explain a lot of what he didn't. A lot of what he did. Chris, you bring up that play, and Severe again. I'm gonna throw it to you, but I'm gonna ask you this question, Severe. Are we trying to get too cute? Like,
there was nothing even cute about it.
But like, it was just a dumb play call. I mean, you're lucky as shit that we scored because if you pull something like that, and then the follow-up play was just a double tight ISO up the middle right into Jeffrey Simmons, and then obviously we capped it off with a touchdown. But I'm sitting there going, bro, you are lucky as shit you scored a touchdown because even if you were held to 3 and that was your first play inside that red zone, I would have lost my shit. So, Severe, are we trying to get
down, right? That was third down. We scored on
that was third down.
Yeah, third down. First down, we threw it to Kappa. Second down, Jency got stuff. And then the third down play, I think it was the pass to Michael Mayer.
To Mayer. Like, if we didn't get a touchdown, I would have lost my shit. Even if we got 3, I would have been pissed. But, Severe, are we getting too cute? Like,
that was one of the worst play calls I've ever seen in my life. That was the only play call I could think of that was worse than that. I think one time you tried to run like a fake field goal with Sebastian Janikowski. With him running, I think it was him running. That's the only play I could think of that's worse than that play. I know what he was trying to do because I think it was a situation where he was hoping they were going to assume we were going to run when we go heavy and we report a tight end. I mean, report a tackle was eligible. That hey, you know what? Hey, this is going to be a run situation now. They got Genty back there. They're going to run. But even that, like, he was trying to sneak Capital back there and for an easy one. But even then, bro, like
Kappa?
Not like we're scoring 30 points a game,
right?
Like, we got an easy score here. Like, take the free money. Just take the free money. Don't do no stupid stuff.
Especially when you have a running back. You have a running back that you thought's good enough to pick 6 overall. Just give him
I don't even get into that because, like I said, man, like everybody's complaining about Ashton Genty not running in the red zone. Then he gets stuffed on second down. Obviously, he had a hole as wide as the goddamn 405 freeway on the touchdown he scored. So he didn't have to do anything on that play. But I also think the linebacker guessed wrong. So I think he saw the double team. He saw the double team, so he jumped to that gap, and that left a wide open lane right there for Genty. And even if you had met him in the hole, I don't think he would have been tackling him anyway. But so all this running in the red zone, we're not good at running in the red zone. We're averaging less than 3 yards a carry running in the red zone. Genty is not like 10 carries for like 13 yards running in the red zone. Like I don't want to hear any more crying about us not running enough in the red zone until we actually show that we can do it consistently with any type of success. You average 10 carries for 13 yards. I think he's at right now. It's not good, not good at all. And when we did score, it was a pass. So, but that was just an idiotic move. Like there's no defense for that play call, especially the Kappa. Like,
exactly.
Of all people. Of all people.
Get Charles Grant out there that's actually athletic.
Exactly.
Something.
Now, I don't know if he can catch, but I'm sure Alice Kappa can't catch. Like it's like Kappa of all people.
Kappa.
That to me, that was wild. That was wild. Shot to young DB 49. We should have drafted Will Johnson.
Yes.
Don't you're gonna make Chris finish that 1800 over there. What up, Jason Downs? I see you, Hummer VS. What's going on, brother? C Pool as well. I see you, man. What is going on? I'll let you know who had a dirty day. Raheem Mostert. He's looking real Roy Hilo Jr.-ish.
Don't you ever disrespect Roy Hilo Jr. Don't you ever. Redskins legend, Roy Hilo Jr.
Damn.
Don't you ever.
Oh, man.
Here we go.
Toddy, you're saying Chip finally getting Genty on the edge. He did. We tried to run outside.
He did.
And Jack, you hit that hashtag Raiders, man. Appreciate you. Fourth ice was a turnstile. 3 sacks, 1 taken back. So 2 just bad. I want to see Charles Grant. It was a rough day for him as well. Magladon, I would have rather had Bo Nix and Mayer than Minshew and Bowers. So here, Just Raiders, baby. What's going on, man? Appreciate you popping in. All right.
I don't know that one. I'd rather not have Minshew, but I don't want Bo Nix.
Yeah. Not a Bo Nix fan on this side. TK, man. Hey, throwing up the memberships. Appreciate you, member guys. Whatever channel you're on, we do have memberships. You guys want to if you guys want to support the channel, we appreciate you guys. And then Nab, man, throwing out a super chat. Appreciate you, brother. This is the first and last time I spend money on this. Man, your grandma just said, hell no, I'm not bringing your food to the basement. Next, we need to win this. To add juice to FKC. Man, I appreciate the super chat, brother. I see you guys. See you guys keep going back and forth, man. You guys are wild. Yeah.
Going back and forth like me and Chris on Money Check's Mom.
Jesus Christ. Jack Kennett, JJ McGee's knows more on handling football over Kappa. Yeah, it would be wild, Jack, if JJ McGee actually caught a pass for a touchdown, because that wouldn't be a rush. I'm just throwing it out there. That would have been classic. But here's one thing I'm gonna throw out there. We talked about the ridiculous play, trying to throw it to Kappa, stuff like this. Here's my thing. If you go back and look at the game, and man, I apologize if I didn't say I appreciate the super chat. We really only earned 10 points out of the 20 that we had, right? Devin White, strip sack, Tyree recovered. We get on the 3-yard line. We almost screw that up. But we do get 7 out of it. It was the opening drive, which we all know opening drives are scripted, right? So the opening drive, we drive down there, we get 3 points. We were able to cap off a little bit of a touchdown. The one that Genty runs in, good drive. We were rocking, and so we basically scored 10 points.
Yeah.
The other points that we basically got off of turnovers or just really good field position. Now, in addition to that, which sucked was even on the touchdown, we got bailed out on that touchdown because they had that face mask, or I believe it was either face mask or holding downfield off of a Geno. And so that was on third. That was on third down, and we got bailed out of that one. So in the amount of times that we got bailed out on 3rd and 14 by illegal, I believe it was illegal contact downfield, gave us an automatic first down. The thing is, at the end of the day, we really only scored 10 points. We only earned 10 points, and that tells me we're still going to be struggling without question. And so it's going to be a long day going against the Spagnuolo defense. The other thing that I'm seeing is there's still a shit ton of confusion on this offensive line. You got JPJ not attached himself to certain interior defensive linemen. I don't know what our strategy was, but the amount of times that we ran right after Jeffrey Simmons, and he made us pay for it. It's like we were testing.
Oh my goodness,
Jeffrey Simmons. I'm sitting there going, Who was
talking to him all game? Somebody was pissing him off. He was getting up like talking. And I don't usually see he's a fiery guy, but I don't see him usually talking like that. Like whoever was saying something, I don't know if it's. I pray it wasn't Meredith. It's Meredith coming, bro. And if a damn sure better not be Parham. Like you, the last person on the line to be talking anything. So,
I mean, because Jeffrey Simmons, he was doing work. It didn't matter who he went up against.
Yes.
He
was doing work.
He was having a field day. But the problem that I saw was in some of the crucial situations. I went on a live earlier this morning. Or that morning on Sunday, I'm sitting there going, do not run power at Jeffrey Simmons. Don't do it. You can run inside zone towards him because Genty's got to see if Jeffrey Simmons shows one way, you go opposite. So that's what zones are built for, to kind of take on some of those more dominating defensive linemen. You can just cut off of the opposite of where he goes. So zone's great. But do not run power right at his ass. And I think it was the second run play of the game. We ran power right at him, and he shut it down. He was the one making the tackle. I'm just sitting there going, "What? You trying to test him? Like, what are you doing?" And you saw it periodically throughout the game. And don't get me wrong, I can understand just kind of going at his side just once or twice just to kind of keep it honest. But we went after him probably 6 or 7 times. I'm sitting there going, "That's not a recipe for success." No. And he made us work for it. So just there's still so much confusion, and I'm going to point out probably 3 or 4 situations where the confusion in the pass blocking is still there. And I watched Q Myers' show earlier today, and he had Lincoln Kennedy on there. And Lincoln Kennedy said they're still trying to figure this out. It's a work in progress. We're week 6. Are we going into week 7? We're 4-2. We're 2-4. We're going into week 7. At what point does the work in progress actually start to work out? And we're still seeing absolute just miscues as it relates to the communication. So, chat, let me know what your thoughts on this offensive line. Do you think that they're going to get this thing, put together? Obviously, we saw Forsyth. Do you think we're going to work this thing out, or do you think we're going to continue to see these issues throughout the entire season? Chris, I'll throw it to you first, man. What's your just initial thoughts on this offensive line, and do you think we can work this thing out? And Cyril, I'll throw it to you.
No, I don't think so, man. I think at this point it is what it is. You can't really make too many adjustments at this point, especially losing your best lineman in Colton, and we know what Stone's going to be. He's doing, he's actually exceeding expectations because I thought he was going to do a lot worse, but it's going to be interesting to see what he does this week with the Chiefs. But you can tell JPJ still not fully comfortable. You can tell Meredith's still fully not comfortable. Parham is play. He's actually exceeded expectations as well, but he still has his time. But, we're about to get into the thick of things where we're going on a run to play some pretty good defenses. The Chiefs, and I know we have the Browns coming up. We have some defensive fronts that are going to put in some work. So, I don't see it getting any better, to be quite honest. And I don't think our play calling is necessarily helping our linemen. So to answer your question, I don't think it's going to get any better, unfortunately.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that I still feel like we are very predictable in our run.
Right.
You bunch set, send Trey Tucker in motion. It's
every time it happens. I heard your voice. I heard your voice. Like, here we go again.
We did run that boot off of it this time. I think we did.
Yeah, we did. We did.
And we tried to run it again later in the game. It didn't work. Like it's like you run it one time, it works. You try it again. It's like they know what we're doing. But we're still very predictable. We spread out just a little bit more. We did spread out a little bit more. I did see run out of a spread formation just a little bit more. But yeah, I still think we're just very predictable on offense, and the defenses know when it's coming. So, Jason Downs, you're saying the O-line is what it is. I'm with you, and LS, you're saying still trying to figure it out. throwing passes to Kappa, throwing passes to Betch, throwing
Man.
passes to defenders. It's I guess a work in progress. I don't know.
Yeah.
Severe, man, what's your thoughts on this offensive line? Are we gonna be able to work this thing out?
No, we're not gonna work this thing out, man. It's just, not with Storm Forsyth, man. Not with Storm Forsyth out there, man. I don't see him see him getting any better. And we're about to play better competition. I don't see it getting much better on that left side. And then we got Chris Jones coming in here, and Chris Jones is kind of nationally embarrassed for that effort he gave on the last play in their loss. So came out this last game, played a much better game. Obviously, he hates he hates the Raiders. He loves to play us. He's usually a dominant force anytime he does play us. So I expect a repeat performance, in that game as well. So it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough, and we're playing a much better defense and a much better offense. Like this is gonna be a very tough game coming up. And especially if we don't have Brock Bowers out there. So I just don't think we sometimes it's sometimes it's the X's and O's, sometimes it's the Jesse and the Joes, and we don't have the Jesse. We don't have a Jesse or a Joe. We got Alex Cap and Stone Forsyth. We don't got so I think we like Colton Miller going down. I think that greatly affected us. And we talk about coming off that the game in Chicago. Genty had a pretty big game against Chicago, and then he followed up with a pretty nice game starting off against Indy. Obviously we had to go away from the run because we were getting our teeth kicked in, and we're looking at this game like, hey, you know what? We got the worst run defense in the league in the Tennessee Titans, right? And we should be able to score some points and just really lean on them in a run game. And we ran a bunch. We ran 32 times. We only threw 23. And 23 of those carries were from Ashton Genty. And as a team, we averaged 2.1 yards a carry. I think Ashton Genty averaged 3.3 yards a carry. So we still aren't having success in the run game. And, the success, it has to start up front. And as well has to start with the play call as well. Running out of different formations, being unpredictable when you run, keeping teams off balance. We mixed up the run in the past. I think at the end of that first half, we were exactly even.
Yeah.
I think it was 13-13 at the end of the first half. And so we had more balance this game. Obviously, the score allowed that to happen, but we didn't have much more success in either phase, and that is concerning.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, man. Edgar, what's going on? Reality check. What's happening, man? I appreciate you all tapping in with us again. If you guys can, double tap that screen, hit that like button. If you guys don't know, you got Chris Protect Show Podcast on this side. You got the Severe Raider on this side of me. I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk Raider Nation. We hit you guys up after the game, little game recap. You guys suffered through me yesterday, but my guys had to come on here and give their takes on the game as well. So we're hitting you guys on a surprise Monday. We typically just go live after the games, but we're going to hit you guys with film breakdown on Wednesday. So hit that notification so you guys know when we break down the game film, because there was a lot of good to see from this defense. But, man, the offense was struggling. We're going to point some things out on Wednesday. So tap with us for some film breakdown on Wednesday. And so, Jack, you're saying, I just noticed this on the screen. Tell us mid-shores with the screenshots. Okay. Look, here's the thing.
I'm the tallest.
I don't know how it worked out. I don't know. Maybe it's my goddamn camera, but whatever. All right?
My posture's not good.
Yeah, see, we need to be taller than Severe at some point in our life, and this is the only way we're going to be able to get that. So, word up, Troy. What's going on, man? TK, you're saying also it's sad we're not extending Jacoby because it's going to be sad when he goes elsewhere and shows he's a dog.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, man. Severe, I mean, I know we've kind of talked about it, but it'll be sad. And the thing is he'll most likely ball wherever he goes, man. Severe, man. What's your thoughts on that?
Oh, yeah. Especially let him go to a Kyle Shanahan or West Coast type offense. Oh, my God. Let him go to a timing offense. You got one of the best route runners in the league, one of the smoothest, coldest releases. I saw who did he beat? I forgot what play it was. I think it might have been the play Gino got sacked. He beat somebody off the release. He beat him bad, and he was open. And obviously, I think we took a sack on the play. But yeah, he's gonna go somewhere like I said, Kyle Shanahan, or even if he gets links up with Mike LaFleur. I think he can. I think he'll do or Matt LaFleur.
Matt LaFleur.
Matt LaFleur. Yeah, Mike is the one that and with the Rams. But yeah, either one of those guys. He goes to any timing offense like that where they take advantage of the intermediate part of the field. Oh, he's gonna cook. He is going to cook.
Yeah, he is, man. And look, I know we talked about it in the past. We talked about it before. Jacoby's just a guy that you take advantage of potentially getting him when you have just kind of leverage to do so. But man, right now you don't even know if Jacoby would accept an extension at this point. He might get his ass out of here. MDM, just curious how Stone Forsythe did this last game. Like to see Grant get a chance. So we're gonna talk about the Casey game, kind of get into that. But Chris, quick question: looking at the game film, look, Stone Forsythe, he had his plays where it just didn't look bad. He had some decent run blocking plays, so I'm not going to take everything away from him, but man, some of the pass blocking was atrocious. It was rough, and I'm going to point one specifically out on Wednesday. But Chris, what's your thoughts? Is it time to kind of see Charles Grant? What are your thoughts on that? What do you think we should do if Stone Forsythe continues to just shit the bed and someone's eyeballing you ready for your comment?
No, Grant cannot see the field this year, man. He can't. Grant cannot see the field. It's severe. Know it. He know it. As bad as Stone is.
That's that.
Chat, let us know if you chat. Do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see Grant? Let us know.
That's the Southern Point talking. That's what that is.
Southern tier.
Southern tier. That's what it is. That's a Southern tier talking, man.
Bro,
yeah,
not
Grant,
that's
Southern
man.
tier talking.
No, Grant is not it, man. Grant is Brandon Parker reincarnated, man. I'm telling you.
Grant
I mean,
you're wrong. Prove you wrong.
Grant is bad, bro.
There.
He's bad, man.
Put Charles Grant out there. He can't be worse than Forsythe.
But my thing is,
Forsythe gave up 3 sacks. One of them got taken back.
But he's been playing better than all 3 of us thought.
But that's a very low bar.
It was a low bar.
Yeah. But I ain't asked if the bar was high or not. I'm just saying.
I'm not talking about no bar.
Comedy. I was expecting him I was expecting just be the turnstile. Like he is kind of a turnstile. I expect him to just be crouched on the ground, being Juju Smith-Schuster. That's what I expect that all game.
Or how I thought it was gonna be. What was old buddy we got last year? The one that was what was that? The Saints.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. What was his name?
The Stanford guy. He went to Stanford.
Yeah. I forgot his name. Big light skinned dude.
He was a high draft pick out of Stanford. Dang.
Yeah.
Forget his name.
The guy that was a guard.
I'm looking at his name.
Pete.
Yeah, Pete. Yeah.
I thought oh my God.
I thought he was gonna be.
Andres Pete.
I thought he was gonna be bad. That's what I was expecting.
Ooh.
That's what I was expecting.
Yeah.
And that's bad.
Hey, look.
That's bad. And
it's only been one game. And they didn't have Arden Key, and Oladipo got hurt. So it's only been one game. No Arden Key
wasn't playing.
No Oladipo. So we will see. You got George Karlaftis this week. We're gonna see what it looks like.
The Purdue boy.
So, look, and that is my take. I don't think Charles Grant is ready, man. I'll be honest. The way that it's looking, you might try Charles Grant at guard and just Charles Grant. Try him at guard. See if he works better at the guard position because he is athletic. He's still a bigger body. Just mess around with him. See if he's good at guard. Give him some reps now and just try to see where he fits if tackle just isn't working out. But
I'll tell you this. I'll rather see what's his name, the guy that everybody always talk about, the big giant
Dalton Wagner.
Yeah, I'd rather see Dalton Wagner than Grant. I'm sorry, bro.
And Dalton Wagner's bad. Dalton Wagner's bad.
Dalton Wagner is 38 years old with a bad back. You want to see this man on the field?
And one of the most unathletic people I think I've ever seen. He's got 0 feet.
This man has no feet at all.
No feet at all.
You want this dude to put Charles Grant out there. Send a chip. Send a chip his way.
I'd rather have Laki Tassi out there.
Man,
I want at guard. You want to put Laki Tassi at guard over Parham? I'm at okay. Try that out. At tackle, my man
He
Charles
got
Grant
feet.
cook.
He at least got some
Man,
feet.
Look, you want to get Charles Grant out there before too much of Brendan Carroll's coaching comes in. Like, you know, you want to get him out there early. Because right now.
That's true. That's true. And said, look, there's mixed emotions because look, Jack is yes on Grant. Jason Downs, Grant is not ready. Nah, man. Nah, Grant ain't ready. LS, he's saying I'd love to see Lockie Tassi or Forsyth over at this point. You know what I'm saying? So MD&M, you're saying, so you're telling me my SpyTek drafted so horribly that Grant and Rogers can't even see any snaps on a terrible O-line?
Yes, that's exactly what we're saying.
We've been saying it for a little bit.
Yeah, that is kind of what we're saying. I mean,
it's tough.
We're getting contributions from exactly 2 draft picks. Well, 1 technically. I mean, we're getting snaps from 2.
Yeah,
and they're healthy scratches too. Like sometimes, like they're a healthy scratch, and they're not even activated on game day.
Yeah, but I will say, man, not having Tonka and JJ not active. I still don't understand that.
Wow.
I still don't understand that. I don't.
After Tonka actually had a pretty good game last week. JJ Pegues was getting some reps. I mean,
right.
But you know what? JJ Pegues can just stay on the inactive because that means he'll never get a carry. And Jack Kenneth still owes me 2 pitchers. So he can live there. He can live there.
I thought you were safe 805. Then I saw that pass the cap. I was like, hold up.
But as long as it's not a rush, as long as it's not a carry.
I was like, look, we might get Pegues on the fullback dive. We might get Pegues on the fullback dive.
Don't even put that out there.
Now I'm not too sure. I thought you were in the clear. I saw that pass. I'm like, all right.
I don't even want to hear that. Don't even put that out there. What up, Linda? Appreciate you rocking with us. Need to have that defense play like this again. On fire. Need to run the ball on KC. Let's hope so. We're going to kind of break that thing down real quick. Daniel Kim, I see a couple people throwing comments out there. Man, there's a bar for Forsyth. I know. It's wild. Larry, Grant can see the field in spurts as a sixth offensive lineman. You know the jumbo sets.
Yeah, he can do that.
I wish you would have been that jumbo set or that
Kappa.
Looked like it was an unbalanced line maybe instead of Kappa. I mean, shit, Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, it's gonna be rough to kind of just see how it works itself out. Let me see, and where is it? LS JJ is a huge possibility at first and goal at the 1. No, not a huge possibility. Damn it. Kevin Lurker, you're saying who's the last reliable right tackle we were happy with?
Happy with?
Or who's the last reliable right tackle? Right tackle.
I guess probably Loom wasn't bad. People didn't like him, but I thought Loom Illuminor. I thought he was solid. He
wasn't bad.
He was cool.
People hated on him, but I thought he was
they hated
solid.
on because with him he always had them penalties. That was his thing. It'd be like 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1, and he'll jump off sides, and we got to punt it or something. Me personally, I'll say, damn. I'll say Donald Penn when we had him at right before we drafted.
Before they moved him, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that was a good line when he was at right tackle. That was a good line.
Yeah. MDM, you're saying protect the shield and severe. Are you basing your assessment of Grant on preseason film or practice since the year began? So obviously we can't see practice, obviously, but are you basing it off of just the preseason game film?
Me for preseason and the second play on his highlight tape in college.
One highlight tape.
Started there.
One highlight tape.
Started there.
One highlight tape.
Play on his highlight tape. I'm like, that is one of the worst reps I've ever seen, and that's on his highlight tape at William and Mary, and then his whole preseason film.
Preseason wasn't bad. Preseason wasn't bad,
man. Come on,
it wasn't bad. His preseason was 1,000 times better than Sweet Feet. He made Sweet Feet look like Stone Forsyth.
I think Charles Grant. I forget what game it was. I think Charles Grant. There was one preseason game where it looked okay. It wasn't great, but it looked okay.
I think it was the second.
He definitely had his rough ones.
He had some rough.
But I do think that there was one preseason game. Again, I forget which one it was, where you're just like, okay, like you see some signs. right? But you also could probably say very clearly that he's not ready. It'd be great if he could sit a full year and just rep and prepare and just try to learn the NFL. Because at the end of the day, you're coming from William and Mary. Like, the talent that you're seeing to the NFL is a culture shock. Yeah. And so you definitely want to just kind of get you kind of want to get his his feet wet and don't throw him in the fire too early. But Severe, I think most of you obviously you did your homework on him, but your assessment of him, do you bring a lot of that from the preseason game film?
I think if you look at, Chris likes to bring up the one play on his highlight tape. But if you look at some of the progress he made just from the time he spent in college, and just like when he first started playing football, which was like at the collegiate level, and then you look at the progress he made there, going from I think he was a walk-on, he's a wrestler, went to walk-on, then he was an all-conference player by the time he finished. He gets to the NFL. No, it was rough and early in some of the mini camps. But I think as the time got on, he got better and better. So I think if you give him time on task, he's a guy that has athleticism and he's willing to learn. And unlike Trey Tucker, who always talk about all the time, he was a wrestler. Like, wrestling actually helps Charles Grant play his position. So that understanding of leverage and body positioning and all that stuff, I think is and that's already dialed in. That's like innate to him because he spent so long as a wrestler. So I think that will help him in the NFL. So we just give him an opportunity out there, let him learn. Obviously, send him help. Don't give him more than he can handle early on. But at some point, you can take the training wheels off and see if he falls off. And if he falls off, then you put the training wheels back on. But if he's able to kind of ride solo, then you at least have something through the end of this year.
Yeah, I'm with you. Money check. You're saying I don't see why we're not rotating Grant on a limited situation basis. Then we'll see just kind of how Forsyth continues to play. Cold Coffee TV, Gino just had to find a way to throw an interception. I know, right? Yeah. I know.
Over under was 1.5 though, so I think he was. Well, for me, my personal over under was 1.5. So yeah, he was under.
So he was good.
He was good. He was good.
Yeah. And Jack Kenna, yeah, JJ Pegues being inactive. Yeah, he could just stay there. He could stay there. Jack, don't you worry. Don't you worry. MDM Shane Valdir.
He was left tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't know if he ever played right, but
he was solid his first year. I don't think we kept him out of Hillsdale. I think he was solid. His 1 year as a starter. He wasn't great, but I thought he was cool.
Yeah, all right.
Then he left. Anything else?
Actually, someone brought up.
He left and went to the Cardinals.
Trent Brown. I know people hate on Trent Brown but Trent Brown had a couple good years before he checked out.
Yeah,
he eating all the snaps.
Not with us.
So. He did. He did.
Really?
Because remember, I think we did something with it. He got hurt, and then we messed up. The training staff messed up.
We damn near killed him with the
ideas. Exactly. So I don't think he really played with us that much.
No, he did. No, he his first year, he was solid.
Maybe he got one good year in it. Maybe he got that one good year in it, and then maybe it was the next year. I remember we hurt him. We kind of messed him up bad with it. It was like IV, something like that.
Yeah, something weird. But I remember when he came in, he was like overweight. They were trying to get him underweight and stuff like that.
They caught him on Cam eating like the sour bells. Just putting a hurting on them sour bells. Oh my God, he was putting a hurting on them things.
I just remember being so pissed off at the Patriots. It just seems like the Patriots continue to screw us over. Like the Antonio Brown situation, where I think Antonio Brown used us to get to the Patriots. So we got screwed over with a third round.
Yeah, because as soon as he got back there, he lost all this weight. And he was like,
Bro,
he lost like 50 pounds when he got over
underdog
there.
or whatever.
And as soon as Antonio Brown got to the Patriots, there was no more helmet issue.
Yeah.
But he had all that helmet issue with us. Like, I swear, like the Patriots just screwed us in 9 different ways in the past 10 years. So it's just fuck the Patriots.
They start tripping on them too, though. Remember, he was going at Robert Kraft.
Oh man!
But no, I almost feel like that first year he was like a Pro Bowler for us.
Well, I'm talking about Antonio Brown. I don't know.
About
Trent Brown started going at Robert Kraft.
I think that
first year he was good. I think maybe
I almost feel like he
was he.
Oh,
I think
he
the
was.
first year he was good.
I thought that first year we were just struggling weight wise with him, but I don't know. Maybe I'm
probably
off.
still was struggling weight wise, but he
Yeah,
probably
but
still
he
got
was.
there and played.
I mean, compared to what we came from, because wasn't that like Khalif Barnes before then? I hated Khalif Barnes so much. I still hate Khalif Barnes. I can't
Jesus
stand
Christ.
Khalif Barnes, bro. But yeah, but I think we went from Khalif to or Brandon. I don't know who we, but
it was probably Brandon Parker.
Maybe. I felt like he was all right.
I think we went from Khalif Barnes. Did we go from Khalif Barnes to like Menelik Watson? Wasn't it Menelik Watson after Khalif?
Oh, God damn. We got to stop calling out these names, man. This is bad.
Florida State. That was Florida State right there.
Watson, man. The British boxer turned like he did everything. He did every sport. But like he played soccer, he played rugby, he was boxed. One thing he didn't play was football growing up.
Right. Right.
Oh man! All right, all right. Here we go. We're gonna go. Lindy's saying, do you guys think we should have more rollout plays, screen passes, change the plays like Gannon? Yes, screen passes, but to Genty. That's what I want to see. Because JA, appreciate you to say they need to start throwing screens to Genty for starters. I've been saying it for a long time, and we got to get Genty out in the open space. Maybe not throw hospital balls to him as a dump off and get him absolutely killed by a cover 2 corner, but I think that's just common sense, but Gino doesn't seem to figure that out. But I think we need to get him out in space. Man, Fifth Shield has draft PTSD. I think we all do.
Man, I do.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
Every time I see Johnson out there, man, it just pisses me off.
Man, and Terrell. Terrell had 2 touchdowns last game.
Oh,
he was good enough to play for us, though.
Yeah, he was balling.
All right, we'll do this, and then we're going to jump real quick. I'm not sure if we're going to have enough time to do. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about Kansas City. Forget the winners and losers. Maybe we'll talk.
What I want to do? You know what I want to do? I'm calling Omaha. Omaha real quick. I want to do a bench 'em, start 'em, cut 'em. With Jimmy G, Minshew, or Gino. Let's go.
Start 'em, bench 'em, cut 'em with Jimmy G, Minshew, or Gino. Ah, shit. God damn it.
Crack open that fridge.
God damn it. Start 'em, bench 'em, cut 'em.
Fridge.
Start 'em,
bench 'em. I'm starting Jimmy G. Starting Jimmy G.
Chat, let us know. Hold on. Chat, let us know. Let me kind of move my way down into the chat. Start them, bench them, cut them.
I'm starting Jimmy G.
Okay.
I'm gonna probably bench Gino.
Look at Coach.
I'll probably bench Gino. He had a lot of turnovers so far this year, but he also didn't have like Devontae Adams and Brock Bowers either. So like he didn't have Devontae and Brock. So like he's at a and he had a worse offensive line too. So he's at a definite disadvantage.
Wait, who had a worse offensive line?
I think Gino has the worst offensive line right now because he doesn't have
Minshew.
Because remember, Minshew early in the year though.
But Minshew had a bad Parham.
He did have a bad Parham,
and he had Andre James.
Yeah, Andre James. Yeah, but I mean. And Meredith ain't been too much better than Andre James.
The only thing to keep in mind, hold on. The only thing, look, guys, when you talk about Minshew, yes, he was bad and stuff like that. And to make it even worse, I'm going to make it even worse for Minshew. When we broke down game film, the amount of times that the wide receivers were wide open and Minshew's looking straight at him, and he just doesn't pull the trigger. And we're sitting there going, holy shit, you were looking right at the receiver.
Yeah.
Brock Bowers wide open, and you just look away.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, like there was times where receivers were schemed open.
Yeah.
And he just would not hit them. And so again, just keep that in mind. We broke that down, and that was bad.
But damn, Jimmy's hospital balls was bad too.
Yeah, hospital balls were bad.
God, dog, his hospital balls are bad.
Yeah, I'm cutting Minshew. Just that Denver. First of all, he was hurt all the time, and the Denver game. I think that kind of like.
Oh man, that pick six on the goal line.
Yeah, that was kind of, because
that's a tough one. That's a
So I know, Chris. Jesus, see, we need to throw that out there. We might throw this out there again as
okay.
time
Yeah,
goes on.
yeah.
Just have
Okay,
fun.
yeah. Just think
but
about it. We'll bring it back.
No. We'll answer it today. We're gonna answer it today. The chat's already rocking. Dixon, you got Jimmy Start, bench and Minshew, cutting Geno. That is wild because and I don't disagree, but it's wild. Raider Pete, you're cheating. See, there's always a cheater coming out early. Raider Pete benching all three.
Yeah.
LS, start Geno, bench Jimmy, cut Minshew. Okay. Raider Paul, Minshew was the man, missed that dude. Man, you like Minshew. All right. Sacktown, you just saying FKC. All right, I like your style. Cold coffee. Or now maybe saying Geno got to be the starter. I mean, finish up with us. Start Cold Coffee TV. Start Minshew. Bench Jimmy. Cut Geno. God, that is wild. Jerome, man, appreciate you. Genty on track for 1,000 yards. We'll see how it works out. TK. Cut Jimmy. Bench Minshew. God damn it. See, all the goddamn cheaters. Jesus Christ. You guys cheating all the goddamn time. TK. I'll let Geno's got a higher floor than all of them. What a Rocky. What's going on?
You got a higher ceiling than all of them. Really.
But then,
Marcos. I think, are you saying Geno cut Minshew?
I think
So
Jimmy G,
start
Geno,
Jimmy G. Yeah, bench. Okay, I got you. Yeah, tragedy turn trap. Damn, who doesn't cut Geno with all those options, bro? I think it's just wild that we.
I just don't know though, because
it's wild.
Geno didn't have a Devontae.
He didn't have a Devontae or Brock. That's what I'm saying. That's
man.
I gotta low key go Jimmy.
Jimmy had did Jimmy have Waller at all? Maybe for a little bit.
No,
he had Waller at all.
No.
He was hurt. He was hurt.
Had Mayer. He only had Mayer. That was before he got
even have Mayer. Yeah. He had Mayer. Yeah.
Well, then Mayer went
cuckoo. No,
cuckoo and left.
That's last year. The year before that, they never really used Mayer.
Start Jimmy, bench Geno, cut Minshew. Yeah.
But this is year 3. This is year 3 for Mayer, right?
3 for him, right? Yeah. So last year,
but didn't he start the whole season his rookie year?
He hardly played.
Who started?
I forgot who did start that year.
Which year are we talking about?
Mayer's rookie year.
Yeah, he had to.
You had Mayer. You had
oh boy. From the Browns.
Oh, Hooper, but he ain't start though.
I think he was
Austin Hooper.
I think it was Austin. I think I want to say Austin Hooper.
I don't know. I think Mayer was a guy until
he never got any touch. He never got any pass, but they just had him out there blocking in. He never really.
Yeah.
I don't know. Shit. This is wild. Hey, I'm gonna keep thinking about mine. I'm gonna star some other replies to it, but MDM has this question for Chris Severe. What quarterbacks you like in this year's draft? Real quick, Severe, I'll go to you first. What quarterbacks are you just kind of keeping an eye on in this draft?
I'm looking at Dante Moore. I'm looking at Mendoza. I think he impressed on a big national stage. I'm looking at Mateer as well. Seeing what he's doing. Rundown put me up on the kid from Duke, Mensa. Wow, I got kind of like what I see from him. And I'm trying to think who else. Obviously, Lenore Sellers. He's a high upside guy. Those are two of the guys. Ty Robinson, a little bit. If we can get Aller, the way he's been playing, and he's hurt for the year, if we can get Aller in the mid rounds, I'd take a risk on that. I'd take a chance on that. I mean, we ain't none of our mid round picks playing this year, so I might as well.
Yeah,
Chris, any quarterbacks you're keeping your eyes on?
To be honest, I do like Moore. I like what I see from Moore. However, he severely got outplayed this weekend. But Mendoza really he showed me more. Like he stepped up, man. I kind of like what I saw out of him. But again, I don't think I would really take any of those guys like early. Like I don't give any of them really a high first round draft, to be quite honest, man. I think it's a weaker draft. Oh yeah, old boy from USC, he got busy on my boys.
Yeah, but I
He got busy on my boys.
I
But
think
but again,
he got
first
two.
round.
I think both of those guys, both his receivers might go in first round. Like Lemon
Oh yeah,
and
the one boy cold. Yeah, the one boy is cold.
Lemon. That's the one that had the crazy catch, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But both of those guys are gonna be like high picks, both of
Yeah.
them. So I mean, he got weapons. He got crazy weapons over there. And then obviously he got Lincoln. And Lincoln Riley does a good job. He does a good job developing QB. So you know that I will give him that. But I gotta see more from him. He did get busy this last game though.
Yeah, he did. I can't say I'm in love with any of them guys, man. Honestly, you know, I can't. So I mean, honestly.
Moore's my favorite personally.
Yeah, I do definitely like Moore. And depending on what Carson Beck do, I might take a mid round on him, but nothing the first round. But he's going to be a guy that, as we see, you know, as the playoffs come, like, can he win those big games? Can he beat Ohio State and that defense? Can Matt Patricia and all them? So it's going to be a show and prove there.
Yeah, so Rick Cervantes said, how come coach won't bench Geno? He is struggling. And he could have run on certain plays and scramble to help the offensive line out. I'll also take AOC over anybody we have. I think it's going to take a couple more failure games. I mean, in my opinion, look, I'm not saying it's the right decision, but because Geno is Pete Carroll's guy, I think he's just going to let him roll to the bye week. If he shits the bed against KC, I think he may have he may not have any choice but to maybe rock with Kenny Pickett, to be honest. Or even Aiden O'Connell when he comes back. You just don't know. But I think Geno just can't be the guy. If he shits the bed against KC, then I think you're almost forced to make a move. But I think he's hanging on to Geno because he brought him in. And I'll tell you, you bench Geno, you just wasted a third-round draft pick, which is horrible, man. That's horrible.
We're wasting two as we speak. So I mean,
oh God, I'm so pissed.
Go for the trifecta.
A third and a fifth, and Fanboy podcast. Start Geno, bench Jimmy G, cut Minshew. I would Jimmy G, but he's injury prone. Rebel, I'm benching all three of them. None of those guys would have been on any of my teams. Rebel, hey, will you just answer the question? We're playing a game. Rebel, my goodness.
Game, Rebel.
We know you got an opinion, big dog. Hey, but I appreciate you rocking with us, man. Hey, go show some support for Rebel, man. I appreciate you rocking with us, man. Edgar, what's the cap hit on Geno? I think if we. I don't know about this year, but I think next year if we cut him, I think 18. Is it 18?
18.
Oh, the dead cap.
Yeah, the dead cap.
Yeah. Which isn't, I mean, that's the thing. Why we always got to be stuck with some dead cap all the time, man?
It's just bad decisions. Bad decisions, Chris. Right away, you got start Jimmy G. Bench no. Bench no, cut Minshew. Bench Geno. Oh no. And cut Minshew.
That's that Hawaiian autocorrect.
I know. That's what it is, huh? Oh man. Unless you could throw Stidham in there. Man, I would probably take Stidham. I'm just saying.
Y'all know how I felt about Stidham. I was all for Stiddy, man.
Yeah.
I was cool giving him a shot to roll. You know, don't worry about Jimmy G. Let's rock with Stiddy for a year, man.
I'm with you.
I was on that train.
LS wants to answer his own question. Start Stidham, bench Geno, cut Minshew, and Jimmy. Just cut them both at the same goddamn time. And so, nasty list of QBs. It really is. So here's the thing. For me, I would probably, I'll be honest, I'd have to start Geno only because, like, Geno just doesn't really have many weapons. So I know he's making a shit ton of mistakes, but I just can't trust Minshew. Minshew had some weapons through his time and just really didn't do too much with it. I know he beat the Ravens, but I think there was more defense, just kind of, did their work. We put points up on the Ravens, but man, like Minshew he's doing the same thing that Geno's doing. The receivers are there sometimes. He just doesn't see it. So, and then I'm cutting Jimmy G, man. Jimmy G was he was a bad quarterback anyways. The defense carried him. there was a stat when we signed Jimmy. I think they went on a 7-game winning streak, and Jimmy G threw like 1 touchdown. Like it was wild. I'm sitting there going, he's really not that good of a quarterback. He just has a really good defense and weapons around him. So as much as it's just nasty to think you still want to roll with Geno, God, I cannot get those plays out of my head where Minshew it's right there. Throws the goddamn ball and he doesn't. So I hate all 3 of them, but if I had to pick, that'd be my start on bench. I'm cutting. Thanks, Chris, for that goddamn question.
I was just thinking about it, man. I'm like, that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one.
It's bad. So look, we broke this thing down. We broke down. I wanted to let my guys jump up on here. Couldn't rock with me yesterday. I rocked solo. You guys suffered through my solo yesterday, but guys, we want to come in here in the Raider War Room and kind of give you our take on this game and break this thing down. We're probably not going to get to the KC talk because Severe. But guys, check in with us on Wednesday. We're going to break down game film. Again, a lot of good to see on the defense. We're struggling on offense. We're going to break that thing down, really see where the struggles came from. But at the end of the day, man, y'all know what we do. Hit that notification because we rock out, do some game film on Wednesday. We're going to have a little bit of fun. So we appreciate y'all, man. Chris, let everybody know what you got going on, what you got rocking. I know you rock with us. Are you still doing it?
That's it.
You still rocking with Dub?
I'm sticking with that. Yeah, I'm just rock with y'all. Chris will protect the show podcast, all platforms, Raider War Room, until I get motivated to do other stuff. This team pisses me off, and I spend too much time and money on this team. But it's okay because I'm going on vacation again in a couple more weeks. I'll be in Aruba, and I don't have to watch the Raiders that week. Let's go.
We get vacation, Chris, when he comes back, which is live. I love it.
The Didn't do it. The Titans win didn't get the adrenaline going.
That ain't moved me. That ain't moved me.
That is too bad.
Some people just can't please.
Man, but hey, Severe, man, let everybody know what you got rocking. I know you got to round to shill with Farrell, all that stuff, man. Let everybody know what you got popping throughout the week.
Yes, sir, man. You guys know what it is. It's Severe Raider. All social media platforms, YouTube, Snapchat, IG, TikTok, X, everywhere. The Severe Raider. And in the War Room, my boys, Sunday and Wednesday, man, rocking it out, talking a lot of stuff. Then Tuesday and Thursdays with my guy, Farrell NFL, on the 50-50 show and Around the Shield. So make sure you tap in. Shout out to my guy for joining the membership today, man. Much appreciated. So close to 15. Like I get close to 1,500, and then like I say something to piss people off, and like 2 people unsubscribe. So
start losing.
I take 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So I've been like 1,490 something for a minute. So we'll see if maybe by next week we'll see. But once I get 1,500, I'll start doing lives on Monday night, man. So holla at your boy.
Yeah, man. Hey, make sure you guys go get to everybody. I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk, Raider Nation. I rock out with my guys here in the Raider War Room. I've been doing some lives here and there, man, especially morning before game day, just kind of jump on and chop it up with everybody. I do my individual videos. But just shout out to everybody. Just, I am going live tomorrow. Just going to pop on and talk a little bit about the game and just kind of some of the things I see regarding the game film. But we're going to show all the game film on Wednesday. So make sure you guys hit that notification so you guys do know when that live goes on. It's going to be 4:00 Eastern or 4:00 West Coast time, 7:00 Eastern on Wednesday in the Raider War Room. We're going to break down some game film and we're going to have a little bit of fun. So guys, hey, we appreciate you guys. Double tap that screen on the way out. Have a great rest of your day. Make sure you guys tap back in with us on Wednesday when we break down game film. So appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you on the next one. We out. Almost out.
Got him again.
Doesn't want to go. Doesn't want to go. End screen. Doesn't want to go. So we're gonna end it.